Hello and welcome back to another video. I'm Zelp and today we are exploring a Railjack weapon. Now because I don't have all the best Railjack weapons with the best rolls, I have to be selective with what topic I talk about each episode. And today I found one that is pretty unique. It belongs in the Zetki house and it is the Photor. So why is the Photor unique and good? So first thing I need to know is that for the Zetki Photor, unlike any other Zetki, this gives you weapon damage. Everything else gives you fire rate. So really quickly, let me just show you. If I show you a Zetki Cryphon, it's fire rate, Pulsar, fire rate. We come all the way down here. Karsanok, fire rate, Apok, fire rate, right? So it's the only Zetki that gives you weapon damage. Now I made a video in the past, like 2 years ago, talking about how beam weapon worked, what happened when you do all kinds of things to beam weapons, and one of it is when you increase fire rate. So to a beam weapon, when you increase fire rate, you still see the same amount of ticks happening. It's just that it takes more damage. So to some of you that know about this, you're probably going like, well, it's actually the same thing, increasing damage and increasing fire rate. For beam weapon, you still get the same results. Only not really. Because for every other weapon in the Zetki house has a issue with overheat. So although Zetki gives you higher base damage and other buffs, it penalizes you by making you use a lot of overheat. And that is not the only problem. The other second problem is that the bonus that comes with it is fire rate. So this means that you also reach the maximum heat capacity really quickly. But since the Zetki Photor is not on fire rate bonus, this means that this is actually getting the extra damage like how you would get extra damage from fire rate, but without having an extra quick overheat. So over time, I'm gonna explore every single weapon and sort of try and find the best weapon possible for the Railjack. Now a lot of people have been saying that Zetki is not the best, and obviously that is true. That's why when I use the Karsanok, I use the Vidar. But in theory, you don't really want that for the pilot seat. And the reason is something that we discussed before. You don't want to be moving the Railjack too much. So if you can't kill an enemy quick enough and it flow past you, you don't want to be turning the ship that much. Because every single time you turn, you also turns the view of the sight gunners, making it harder for them to aim. So the pilot needs a gun that has really high burst damage, which is something that the Zetki could provide. Now that's only one point. The second point is that unlike, let's say, the Cryopon that does great burst damage, it couldn't take out those healing auras that they produce in Veil Proxima. And the pilot also needs the ability to do that because he's the one that's deciding where to go, and you don't want to go into one of those bubbles because that will draw the enemies into the bubbles. Being the one pointing at where you want to go, and most of the time you're also going to be pointing at the cruise ship for the forward artillery or the slingshot, so you're most likely the first one to see those healing bubbles appearing first. And the Photor, being a beam weapon, is really good at breaking bubbles as well. You may have seen me using it in my previous videos. Over here you can see this is the Zetki, Vidar, and also Levin. Now who has the best accuracy? They all have the same accuracy. Who has the best critical chance? Is the Zetki. Who has the best critical multiplier? Is the same. Fall off is the same. Fire rate the same. Heat acceleration, I believe this is not true. I think they changed it. It should be less than 40. Heat capacity is the same. Reload is the same. Status, Zetki is also superior. Damage in terms of base damage, Zetki is superior. And when it comes to status bonus, they are all the same. All weapon damage. So the only problem here is the overheat, and they said in the last patch notes that all weapons except for the Cryopon has their heat acceleration reduced. They also said that they buffed the fall off damage, if I'm not mistaken, and they also buffed the incendiary status. Sadly, there's still a bug where it doesn't show the actual heat acceleration. It shows here as 0. At the other side, it actually shows as 2. I don't really know why. Before the heat acceleration buff, it was 3, and I thought that that 3, maybe if you times it with the fire rate, and that would give you about 36, which is close to 40. Maybe that is actually the heat acceleration. but that's just speculation. Also, a weird little flex is that I got a 28.9% weapon damage, which means that that is only 1.1% away from the highest roll. And I think as far as my luck is concerned, this is probably the best that I could ever get. I realized that you can actually have 5 dome charges now created, and the munition is 31. So I think there is a misunderstanding. The last video that I made, I showed that the munition was 30/31. I think what happened is that after they made the buff, the change, if you do not come over here and top it up, it will stay as how it was maxed out before. So it was 30. Okay, let's go to Vale. I'm going Giant Point again because I don't want to do the platform. So what's gonna happen right now is that I'm gonna just fight normally as I would, and I want to see if the damage is indeed really good. So what I realized is that although the O heat is pretty fast, it also starts regenerating or cooling down a lot quicker. Unlike the Cryophon, where after you let go, you have to wait like a second or two before it actually starts degenerating. This is just so fast. So it's great. You can do a burst and then you can let go and it just straight away goes back down. I'm liking it so far. I can't wait to show you guys how good it is on a what do you call it? Nullifier bubble, healing aura bubble. The problem is that you need to be really accurate, like almost pinpoint. So yeah, unlike the Cryopon where you can hit somewhere around the enemy and you still hit him, this one you really need to hit the enemy. Okay, so we have some heat damage. Sadly, from what I can see, the heat damage is actually not that impressive. And I don't think it stacks. I feel like it works just like how a normal heat damage would work. So heat damage, not very impressive. Even though they did the buff, in my opinion, it's still not really that good. Not good enough. But look at the range though, holy. Oh, this is good. You do have to be accurate. That is my only beef with this weapon, is that you need to be accurate. Oh wait, I want to see how easy is it to hit the balls. Maybe the fact that I need to be more accurate actually makes it harder to hit the balls. The Cryopon, in my opinion, is still one of the easiest to hit when it comes to outrider ball busting. They say that you can't one hit a cruise ship with your 4 artillery anymore, not in Vale, because without Rhino's roar buff. So even if you have the 4 artillery damage avionics, they say you can't do it. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna hit it. Since the Photor has plasma, it's going to make the next damage even higher. Okay, so up ahead we have a brand new cruise ship. So we're gonna try and hit it until it overheats, and then after that we're gonna try the 4 artillery and see if that's any good. Oh wait, there's a bubble. Oh, burst. Okay, so hit it. We hit it a little bit just now, but I think it's okay. Okay, so now it's regenerating its overheat. Let's try and kill it with your 4 artillery. Oh nice, right in the head. Oof. There you go. So all I have to do is slap it a few times with your Photor and then hop into the 4 artillery, and then it's dead. Oh, there you go, healing bubble. Let's see how fast it goes down. Boom. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the next cruise ship without using what we're doing right now, to see if we can actually one hit it. I'm worried that the people on my sight guns will do it. Hopefully not. So this cruise ship, we're gonna try and hit it without weakening it first. See if we can actually one hit it. There you go. So we can't. So all you have to do is really just weaken it with your Photor. Okay, let's see. This one has healing on. Can we kill it faster than the healing does? We can, but it's a little bit hard because you have to be able to track it really well. So as a quick summary, it has good damage, it's good on the bubbles, it's accurate, it's hit scan, it has plasma so you can combo it with your cannons, and it has really fast heat recovery. I don't know what else to say. Let me know down in the comments if you know of something even better. Now before I go, I want to announce the winner for the Giveaway Chinese New Year Team Fashion Contest. And the winner is Ko Thunder, Fei Yen, and James Lee 9105. Thank you guys so much for participating. FYI, they're the only one that participated, so they kind of won by default. I was hoping to see more fashion, hopefully next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.